Yo, I saw the new MacBook Neo, and then I saw my very specific laptop needs. Turns out I didn't need a laptop, I needed a keyboard. What? It is 2 AM. Anyhow, this experiment started 3 years ago. I replaced my M1 MacBook Pro with a keyboard and some plastic. I mean, I was forced to. But hear me out. For the last 3 years, of course, I either have a MacBook or a desktop PC at home. But when I'm outside, I do not edit, I do not game, and I definitely don't excel. I type, that's it. I just connect this to that and call it a day. And I think it's so stupid it's genius. Instead of carrying around 4 pounds of aluminium, fans and battery cells, I just carry 300 grams. Keyboard and the phone that's already in my pocket. Most people find it large enough to consume video on it for hours, daily. Sure, it's only 6 inches, but what matters is how you use it. This is the Apple Ancient Magic keyboard. It's 20 or 25 bucks used. Exact same layout as the new MacBook Neo or Pro. Same key spacing. A little more key travel. Me like it. So if you simply add like a small stand, like any kind, those little ringies, you know, and just for typing, bro, that's 99% what the laptop gives you. Even the keybinds are mostly identical. And I don't feel I'm compromising here in an effort to save a buck. If I'm just going to a cafe to write a YouTube script, I'll pick that setup every day, twice on a Sunday. See, I had the white monolith, I had a gaming laptop, 20 FPS on Skyrim when you're facing the wall, I had an Ultrabook that was ultra hot, and I had a MacBook that was actually Pro. But now I look at them from my editing PC, and all I see is bowls. Bowls everywhere. Fun fact. In ancient Greece there was this philosopher, Diogenes. Diogenes gave them all the middle finger and lived in a box. Well, technically a pithari. He lived in a basket, so he was extreme minimalist / homeless. And all his possessions was this one bowl. Until one day he saw some kids drinking water with their hands. And then he throws the bowl away. While everyone in Athens called him mad, he has remained famous for "Thank you next thing, Alexander the Great." Is there anything you want? I want you to move out of my sunshine. Thanks. Yeah, in my mind, ancient Greece was like that. Point being, if this works, then this is a bowl. Benchmark time. Option 1, the good laptop. In the shoes of a good laptop, my headless MacBook Pro. All MacBooks have great keyboards, unless they're doing butterflies, and this end. So yay. Option 2, the crappy laptop. Generally speaking, they tend to be membrane, plasticky, cheap, hollow, clacky, worn out. I got you. This one. I know this is completely different from an old laptop, but it is equally crappy, and that's what really counts. And finally, this e-waste I got from eBay for 20 bucks. And here are the results. MacBook Pro. Words per minute. Crappy old laptop keyboard. Words per minute. And here is the Apple Magic Keyboard. Yeah, I don't know what you're expecting. It's technically identical. But now the real question. Can a phone replace a laptop for actual work? TLDR, sometimes yes. So, on the go, my job really boils down to I type stuff. Often it's YouTube scripts. I'll need to open Google Docs. I am online, so everything syncs up perfectly fine to the cloud, but I do choose to make available offline, just for good measure. This video you're watching, 50% of the script I typed on that, and the second half was written on a 4080 PC. But those scripts also involve research, believe it or not. so I will need to watch some videos or open some articles while I'm typing. Multitasking. Androids can do split screen, but in my opinion, it's not that usable, fun, ergonomic, fast, efficient. It's good enough, but good enough is not good enough. My iPhone, it won't even. But for $0, I charged my old phone. Brother, your old phone, unless it's broken or some, it's perfectly fine to do some YouTube or, I don't know, a PDF file. Do not buy into the hype. Do not buy into the marketing. Charge your old phone. Reject dystopia. Or at least postpone it. And this other task that I'm doing outside, and I need a computer, is note-taking. And here is where I am lucky. Part-time, or when capitalism doesn't really bother me, I study philosophy. I know, cool. In my lectures, I do not do formulas, I do not do graphs, and I definitely do not Excel. Life stuff. I type. And honestly, if it's up to me, I like not having a 1-foot wall between me and the board. Worst thing I gotta do is like download an extra PDF and put it on the other phone. There. Absolute cinema. It behaves like a thin typewriter with the cloud attached, because that's what it is. And sure, you can also connect a Bluetooth mouse, but it is an option. Just don't think that it's gonna make video editing on a phone, fun. It's not magic. It's better. Speaking of the devil, some limitations. You do not edit on it. You do not do difficult office work. You do not manage 15 browser tabs, and yeah, it can do file management, but barely. And if you're in your 30s, your neck will be sad. This is not a workstation. This is, and in the next video I will rebuild it a 4080. And you can subscribe if you like that junky stuff. See, if you're like me, you only need like a beefy PC 20% of the time. Why carry it around 100% of the time? Weight 300 grams or so, down from 1.5 kilos. This is not a little lighter, that is a little lighter. That is 5 times lighter. Battery. I will cheat and only talk about the keyboard's battery. I bought that in October 2024, and I've changed the batteries like 4 times. To give you some perspective, the Apple MacBook Neo lasts for up to 16 hours, and the MacBook Pro up to 24 hours. This is impressive for a laptop. The crappy Dell lasted not 4 hours. 4 hours. Tararara. Connectivity. The iPhone wins. Unless you want to connect to a printer, the iPhone wins. Storage. I'm not exactly saturating terabytes here. And on top of that, I have got the cloud and I have got local send. Local send is like AirDrop for plebs. I love local send. Multitasking. Yeah, the laptop wins. But on the go, I ain't fucking multitasking. I'm barely tasking. Okay. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You've missed the cat, but the cat is sleeping.
Who's a good boy?
Not this elephant. This elephant. We buy laptops for
capability. We carry them around for productivity and flex.
But most days, they are typewriters who also do Teams meetings. You know who can also do Teams meetings? Your phone. Cause if you are like me, this is not a compromise. This is technically cool. Oh, for the exact same money, you can buy the exact same keyboard from Logitech. Ideally that mouse from Logitech, and it's dope. I'm out. Butter. Yes, you're a good boy. Moin moin. What's up? The cat is like, what the fuck, dude? It is 3 a.m. Moin moin. Καλημέρα.